Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out our State Farm starting lineups. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Deron Williams.
And Kevin, he's one of the true leaders of the point guard position. He just oozes confidence. And you see that he's always in control of the game when the ball is in his hands. So as long as he's running the show for you, you're in pretty good shape.
And you know what? His size and strength is something that jumps out at you, but his handle is really tight, rush hour quality handle he has. And his feet are amazingly quick. I don't think people realize how quick-footed Deron Williams is. So that tight handle, his quick feet, his size and strength makes him a load to deal with.
Last game for the Knicks, they picked up a W against the Timberwolves. And they put it all together in that game. It ended up to a phenomenal win.
Well, that one was a very physical game, and it played right into their hands. And a lot of their points came at the foul line play.
Yeah, and it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So don't forget about that part of it either.
Well, the Nets didn't have a great season last year, but one thing that they could take away is that they played a lot better on the road than they had in the previous year. So that's something for Avery Johnson and his team to build on.
Miami with the ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
It's hard to lose a game when you shoot the ball as well as they did in that one.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. They shot they can cover over a multitude of sins. The percentage they shot from the floor is one you might talk about an individual player having, not the entire team.
Here's Johnson following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Humphries and the powerful one-handed slam.
Rough and rugged down there in the low post.
That's his trademark. Hard rebounds, hard finishes, up high and down.
And he never stops working. That's what I really appreciate about him, guys.
And the Nets on the road last season, Clark, 13-20. It was a far cry from the 5 wins they ended with the year prior to that.
And remember, that was in a shortened season, so they definitely showed, Kevin, they can compete when they take the road.
The 11-footer, and that's good for 2. Well, he'd have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A drive by Wade over Johnson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, the shot will not go. Miami trailing. They're getting their first win of the season at the Nets in this one.
And as you'd expect, this was a lopsided series a year ago.
Now here's Williams. A 26-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Lopez. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Miami with the ball. This game's not too pretty, but nobody expected Clark anything different.
No, I agree, Kevin. It's not a big upset when a team from the bottom gets swept like they did.
LeBron's shot is good.
You're going to have a heck of a time finding any flaws in his approach to the game offensively.
Forrest Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Avery Johnson.
This is the first time they'll be seeing the current NBA champions, and they know it's going to be a tough battle. The coach said, we need to get out and hit them first. Show the people that we aren't going to back down to them. It's a mental edge that we need to establish early on. Looks like they'll try to be the aggressors here, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Ray Allen. Then to the Nets, Drago, he's checked in for Lopez. Evans comes in for Chris Humphries. And it's Marshawn Brooks in for Gerald Wallace.
Well, LeBron James winning his 3rd MVP in 4 seasons. Last year, by the numbers anyway, far and away the best player in the league, averaging around 27 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. Just a walking triple-double.
The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field in the first quarter. Outside Williams. Johnson with it. Wade picks him up. And it's Johnson penetrating. LeBron with the block. Wade gets to Jones. Williams with the block. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good on the triple. The Heat shooting an impressive 60% early. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. So they take the lead. LeBron's now got 8. Brooklyn trailing. Ball's not loose. Brooks, the best to Williams. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And stolen by Chalmers. 3 on 3. 2 on the clock. No luck. All right, his first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Heat. Next Sunday. Oh, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Heat, Norris Cole is out there with Mike Miller. Then there's Lewis. And it's Shane Battier. And it's Anthony in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, I think there's always a balance for Miami between getting out and running, and letting Wade and LeBron do their thing, and running the sets that Eric Spoelstra likes. Miami franchise has always been very controlled offensively over the years. And it's been a little bit of a quandary in terms of how to play. Do we get out and run, or do we play the way this team has traditionally played?
Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. Humphries with a screen on Miller. Here's Williams. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
It's very uncharacteristic for him to miss that shot with such little defensive pressure.
There is a tightrope that has been walked, Steve. You're right, with Miami in terms of play style. They, Clark seemed to find a balance, though, I thought, last year as the season went on.
Well, you know what? When you have players of their caliber, superstars, you got to give them a lot of room and just let them go out and play and be free. It took some getting used to from both sides. But as you said, last year I thought they looked to be in sync.
The dish to Lopez. And there's the pass to Williams. Shot's good. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, for the Heat last season, some adjustments made offensively, and maybe most importantly, LeBron and T-Wade resolved to get inside, and they cut down on their three-pointers. LeBron trimmed his three-point attempts almost in half. Wade cut his down to about a quarter from the prior year. Chris Bosh said, them getting down into that post, being aggressive, getting to the line and drawing fouls, I think is great for the team. LeBron James said, I'm just trying to focus on being in the paint and get to the free throw line. We have enough three-point shooters on this team. Kevin?
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down. It opens up things for everyone else. Here's Brooks. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And LeBron last year, I thought, had the best season of his career. Shot 53%, by far a career high. And I think it started with him making a commitment to go inside and to avoid those